Hi, welcome back to the channel. We are going to continue with our video series on trading on Binance. And today's episode is going to be an interesting one. You know, we have already looked at how to buy asset, probably USDT on Binance through P2P, right? And in this episode, we are going to look at how to sell your assets. And this is very important aspect of Binance or task in Binance. Of course, when you make it in Binance, what do? You sell to get some cash out, probably fiat. Now, in this episode, we will cover on how to sell, but in this task, we have two ways, right? We have one that I call selling on the fly. That's instant selling. You sell within some minutes at the same time. And then we have one that we can actually set up an offer. Now, don't worry. So in this episode, I'm going to concentrate on how to sell instantly for cash. You sell on the fly and that without setting an ad or adverts, right? So if you are here, probably I know you have an account with Binance, a verified one. Else, check in this video description for the link and then for other information, right? So with that being said, being verified, now we can continue and go ahead to the tasks, right? So let me try and go to some. Okay, so make sure I know if you're new or when you open your app, this is the important thing that you should be facing or you should see, right? So we have exchange, we have web3. So make sure you are under the exchange tab, right? Now if you are there, or better still, you can still be in the home, right? And then make sure you come to the left, the top left. There's this yellow icon or the logo of Binance. Just click on top, right? So when you do that, there are a number of menus or items here. Our focus should be on P2P, right? We are looking for P2P, but also you can search it, or yes, you can search it here, or if you have it under the recommended section like mine, I have done my editing. So just click towards P2P, right? Because our main focus is to engage in P2P. We are selling through P2P. That is when you don't have a particular person that you want to sell to or receiving the address to do this. Now, when we are here, we have the default tab at the top. Now, make sure, sorry about the notification from my phone. Now, we have, make sure you are on the P2P tab. So you see here, we have Express, P2P, cash, block trade, and all that, right? So make sure this is selected. Now, if you are in my country, like Ghana, make sure this asset currency is selected GHS, right? Now, when you come down, we have buy and sell. Now, our main focus here is to sell, right? So let's see what happens. Now, when you do that, there's a population here. What it means is that all these people here are what? Buyers, right? Probably merchants. They want to buy in bulk. There are people that are ready to buy just instantly or on the fly, right? So when you hit that, you have USDT, we have amounts, you have payments, right? Now, what do? You make sure your asset is selected. What asset are you going to engage in, right? So in our case, basically it's what USDT, right? So you see the asset there. Let me go back a bit. You see just below the two tabs, buy and sell, the second tabs are USD amount and payment, right? So you just hit that to select. So in my case, the typical asset is what USDT, right? So when you select that, you see the list of what buyers there. Now with these buyers, they have their offers that they are willing, the price at which they are willing to buy. So you see here, most of them have the same price, but this is not going to run through the time that you do this. So 16.3536, this is running through, right? Some are lower, just by 0.001. You understand? 0.01, yeah. So probably this is what is got. So that is a fair market price, right? But in the time that you do this, the price will differ, right? So with that being selected, you can actually go straight. You can leave the amount here. Everything can be done on the fly, just at the where we are, right? But you can leave this out. So now let's concentrate on under the USDT, the items here with the people listed, right? So what do you do after looking through, glancing through the offers that you think you are okay with, right? As a businessman, I know you go for the the higher price because you are actually selling. You understand? So if you don't find it, this is the case that if you're not comfortable or you don't like this offers, right? Then what do? You set up an ad stating or fixing your price. So that will lead us into the second episode that I will do, right? So let's focus here. So I'm assuming that you are okay with the price here. You want to sell on the fly. So you choose one of them, right? So when you choose, just below the price, again, the asset, the sell USDT, we have the price, whatever. Now we have the fiat, we have the buy crypto. Now, which these two tabs means that in which term are they going to pay you? Are you going to receive this in the fiat, your currency, in my case, Ghana cedis, or better still, crypto, right? The crypto means that the buyer will have to have control. In this case, if you choose the crypto, the buyer has control here. It is something that I've been wondering, that the buyer really has upper hand here. So if you want to have a full control over the process, then you should be engaging setting up the offer yourself, right? Else the buyer has control. So under by the crypto, right, the buyer will choose a particular asset, cryptocurrency asset actually, to buy your asset. So it could be any of the asset that BTC, any other Litecoin, whatever, right? So they will have control. But let's stick to the fiat, right? In my case, I'm going to stick to the fiat. Now, when you come here, you see some descriptions here, the amount to buy, and this amount, yes, the amount, and this particular person has a limit. I think how much? 100,000 to 124,000, right? And now, if you check below, my balance is 0.00 USDT. It means that if I actually want to engage this, I have to top up. Now, for demonstration purposes, I am going to do this blindly, but I'm just keeping in check. Now you sell. Now you come to the processing fee. This processing fee will be what? The buyer won't care this price or this charge, right? So that is it. So you put the amount that you want to buy. Sorry, the amount that you want to buy. You see, it's telling me I have insufficient funds. So that is it. Sorry, an amount that you want to sell. Sorry, our focus here. We are rather selling. So that is it. So we put this amount in terms of USDT or so. I don't have. I can use the maximum there. I still don't have balance. So that is it. Now come back. So that is it. Now when you finish that, you come down. You see select a payment method. And now whatever I'm doing that we are doing here is only going to happen within 15 minutes. So when this 15 minutes elapses, you have to for my case, I monitor. The moment I'm not able to make the transaction, it gets to 10 minutes. I just wait for the whole time to elapse, and then I move to another thing or start the process again, right? Else you face some difficulties here and there, and that will, in fact, if you're a newbie, it will be a problem, right? But the people who have been using this, they are okay to actually get it rectified. Right now, it can be a payment time limit, the 15. Advertisers status is online. The buyer is online at the moment. So we have the terms, the feedback, and the profile, right? So in what term is the person going to do this? So Momo Pay or merchant users attract less agents, whatever. So we have the description here, the feedback from the person that we are going to sell to. You understand? So this is it. So you can just read more about this thing, right? You can even chat to the person or follow the person, right? So back to here. If you put everything here and you are okay, then what you can hit the you select your payment method, the amount, and then you do the review like we are doing here. So these are the steps. You do the review. That's the third step here. You do the review. Then what you hit the order. Right? So when the person sees it, the person is online actually. So from there, it's just a matter of read and then do. Read and do. It's rather unfortunate I don't have balance. Even if I have balance, I don't think I'm ready to sell any asset now. But I'm just going to teach you that. So you understand. So you complete what the process by hitting the place order. The person sends to you. After receiving it, you should check your balance. It will take some few minutes, right? We have some time for it to complete. After that, what do? You leave your comment, right? Positive or negative, you leave it. Probably, I know it will be what a positive comment, right? So you hit that, and then we are good to go. You give yourself some time, and then you have your assets sold. And that means that in your case, it will be deducted from your wallet, and then the person receive it at the end, right? Now, before you actually hit this thing, you have to make sure you have received the fiat in whatever payment method that you choose, whether mobile money in my case, or bank transfer, or any other aspect of the transaction, the payment method. Make sure you have received this before you release the fund, right? So I think the later aspect of it is a matter of what, because I've not completed or continued with this process of selling. Actually, when you do that, you see something like release or that kind of thing. In fact, it's a read thing. So after receiving that, then you release. It's the same process with you buying. If you are buying, that's what the seller receive at the end. Then you release, and then you are good to go, right? So that'll be all for in this episode. We will follow up with a setting up an offer soon. So thank you very much for watching. Check on this video channel for other interesting information, and then we will see you shortly in the next video. Bye for now.